What's up, guys? It is Sam here, and I wanted to give an update on my research with Mk-677. So, before I do that, make sure you press that subscribe button and that little bell notification so YouTube can tell you every time I post a new video. To give you a little bit of context, first of all, research compounds are not for human consumption, and just because you see stupid stuff happening on the internet, like whatever I'm about to tell you, doesn't mean you should do that too. This is only for entertainment purposes. Okay, with that being said, Mk-677 oral secretagogue for HGH. It has been approximately about 5 months worth of research: November, December, January, February, March. Today is the 30th of March, and the original issues that I was dealing with were an elbow, where the ulnar nerve comes down, I think it is, starts in your armpit or something, and then down into your elbow and down to your, I think it's your ring finger. And every time I would come up like this to flex, there was like a grinding sensation in my elbow. Not super painful, but definitely super uncomfortable. Like a weird type of feeling. You don't want to feel that. At least I didn't. My lower back, but that is kind of like off and on. Depends on what is going on in my life. Like if I go and do something super strenuous or try squatting in a weird way, or I'm not super careful about my form, then my lower back might bother me for a couple days, and then it goes away. At that time, it had been bothering me for about a week. The next thing was my knee. So I wanted to give an update on each one of those three things, and give you other benefits from my research, as well as any negative effects from my research. Okay, so we'll start with the issues, right? Okay, so my knee. I literally don't remember the last time I felt something in my knee. Trying to maybe 3 or 4 months ago. Honestly, I have no idea when the last time I noticed something in my knee was. It's been a significantly long period of time, which is amazing. Before that, it would be every once in a while I would feel it in my knee. Maybe like a lot of times it would just be on leg day period. I would feel it, and so I wouldn't actually do squats, and I still don't really do squats. I do in a traditional back squat, that is. I will do some front squats. I will do lunges. I will do hack squats, but just traditional back squats with a bar. I'm not doing those, and I barely ever do those because for whatever reason, when I do those, it tends to bother my knee. But doing a reverse lunge, 225 pounds, that doesn't bother my knee. Now, with my back, that has been an issue ever since I was 17-ish, I think it was. I was doing cable crunches on the gym, and as I was coming up, I wasn't keeping everything under control, and I felt a pop, and I just let go of the bar, it slammed down, and I was like, oh, fuck. I just fucked something up, and I was like 17. So it's been an issue since then. And what was that, 17? So what is that, 17 years, really, roughly? Holy fuck, it's been a long time. And it's gotten better, but I don't know if at this point, you know what I mean, 15 plus years in of an injury, I don't know if it's going to, like, honestly fix it. Like, if you chopped off your foot, I don't think it's going to regrow your foot. The severity of the discomfort or pain in my back is gone most of the time, but I honestly think, because it was such a long period of time with my back, I feel like if that happened right now, taking for research, obviously, BPC 157, TB 500, and Mk-677, immediately, like if that happened today, like immediately go order that shit and start, might help correct it completely or get very close to correcting it, where now I feel as though it's not necessarily just because of the duration of time that has passed from when it happened at 17 to now being 34, right? I just feel like that's a tremendous amount of time to be able to reverse something like that. I don't notice it really. Unless I do something very weird. If I'm sitting in a car for a very long period of time, I'm sitting down for a long period of time, that will tend to do it. Just in any type of circumstance where I sit down for a long period of time, that tends to make it hurt a little bit. But it's not bad. I definitely... So prior to the 5 months worth of research, say if I was sitting down in my car, right, and I decided to drive, and I was driving for several hours or something, or I ended up having to be at my desk all day, right, it would bother me, and it might bother me for a couple days, and, it would be sciatic, so it would go like my lower back, and then it would go down the back of my legs, or go down my legs in terms of pain and discomfort. So that is one thing that I'm just noticing now as I'm articulating this, that doesn't go down my leg at all anymore. I don't remember the last time that's happened. I still notice it in my back, or maybe just because of the longevity of the issue. Maybe it takes another 5 months before I start to really notice a difference on that. But the going down the back of my leg and with the sciatic nerve, it's gotten like I don't remember last time I went down the back of my leg, which is amazing. And the discomfort doesn't happen all the time on there. Now, the really amazing part is with my right elbow. And so anytime that I would do this, I would get a super discomfort like in my elbow, just that grinding feeling. And also doing tricep press downs, chest, shoulder press, anything like that would bother my elbow. And in the first month, the discomfort just in general dropped down. It was still happening pretty much often, but it dropped down a significant amount. Month number 2, meaning by the end of December, it dropped down just even more. Also, I could flex, if I remember correctly, I could flex a lot more without having, like sometimes with barely any issue, or just a tiny bit. By the end of January, I could completely flex, and it started to not notice it as much in the gym. At the end of February, like I didn't have any issues at all flexing whatsoever. Maybe once in a great while. Plus, the things in the gym drastically improved. Like I feel like that month, the end of January and February, I had the most in terms of increase of the healing or whatever the issue is. In the month of March, I feel like it's just gotten better. So in February, I could definitely feel it a little bit in my elbow on certain tricep things that I would be doing, whether it was a push down or a overhead press or something. So sometimes, like when you would first start out, you know what I mean? Where do I feel it the most? I'm trying to think. Say on a machine, right, where I'm going to do a chest press and I grab it, and just when I'm starting out, or dips, right, I'll feel it when I do dips. So on that first dip, it used to be every single rep, but now it's just on that first dip I'll feel it a little bit, and not even, I feel like every once in a while I don't even feel it on every, like, it used to be every single dip I would feel it. Now it's just like on that first one, and it's like a fraction of what it used to be. So I still feel a few more months, and that should probably go away completely. In terms of how my research is going, I switched from 7 days a week of research to 5-2, meaning 5 days on, 2 days off at 20 milligrams per day for research. And that, I think it's been a little bit over a month now. I'm definitely not really. I didn't know if it would drop off a little bit or anything like that. Definitely not noticing any difference. Also, I feel this probably could be. So this is obviously a combination, I would bet, of the diet and just the consistency of everything that I'm doing. But I do notice tremendous. I feel like I'm getting a lot leaner. If you go back to the channel and you look, I post update videos of posing, basically to to track what I'm doing. So this way, if you wanted to actually follow along the whole thing, you could, like, tell you everything that I do. But then also you get to see the progress in the gym. So if you want to go back and check out this channel, you get to see yesterday's posing, and I feel like I'm getting leaner. Like, I had veins in my quads, and like, you know how it's on the inside of your thigh, you'll see sometimes on Instagram or something, where the vein starts up high in your thigh and comes down and start branching out. I had those in my on my right thigh, which I've never had that before. Maybe just a slight glimpse of like, oh, I think there's a vein there, but never where I get to actually see the entire vein. So that was pretty fucking cool. And the lines, the depth of the lines in my quads has definitely increased. I feel as though my lower lats are also getting a little leaner. The only area that I don't necessarily always see or notice that it's getting leaner is the my midsection. But I do, but I don't. Like in my obliques and serratus, which are, your serratus is going to be right in here where you look like it's ribs. And then my obliques, I definitely noticed those are getting leaner. Maybe it just is going to, you know what I mean, be 2 more months or something before I really start to notice a bigger difference in terms of the fat loss. But every time I've researched with it, it generally takes several months before the fat loss to really kick in. Also, just the overall sense of well-being. I mean, like, I feel like I already feel fucking awesome all the time anyway, or like the vast majority of time. So I would guess that it also helps with a overall sense of well-being. Sleep. Excuse me. I don't know. I don't think it's really helped with my sleep, honestly. I wake up so many times throughout the night as it is. Maybe those times when I guess so. So like the times that I am sleeping, I still wake up just as many times, but those times that I am sleeping, I feel as though maybe I get a deeper sleep. I guess I would have to actually test that to see if that was accurate. But I feel like I get a deeper sleep because I do wake up full of energy and just ready to fucking go. And that is, but I've, you know what I mean? That's, I don't think it's decreased the total number of times that I wake up throughout the night, but those times that I am sleeping feel like they're more, giving me more energy, I guess you could say. And lastly, the hunger, none. I don't notice that whatsoever at all, not even slightly. I do think that is more of an immediate thing, and then your body acclimates to that, and you don't really notice it, at least from my experience. You guys can let me know if you're also doing research. If you have had the same issue or non-issue with hunger. Also, if you guys want to follow along, make sure you press that subscribe button. Not only do I talk about this, but I also talk about how I'm creating an online source of income. That video is about to come out soon, but if you look at the channel, you get to see like where I'm making money, how much I'm making, and all that kind of stuff, and business and all the other things that I am doing. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any questions, if it's super detailed, don't leave them down below, please. Or just reach out to me on Instagram. Link is in the description. Because I'm not sure how YouTube's policy, if we were talking about that in the comments, would come out. So I don't want to necessarily talk about anything specific in the comments, but feel free to reach out to me on Instagram and shoot me a DM and say what's up, and I will definitely get back to you. Hope you guys create an amazing fucking weekend. It is coming up to April 1st, so we will we'll see how April 1st goes, or the month of April. My objective is to hit $4,000 additional dollars from online and other sources in the month of April. So make sure you stay subscribed, and I will keep you updated on the progress I am making in that realm. Hope you guys fucking have an amazing weekend. If you don't have an amazing weekend, you create the life you fucking want to live. Peace.